Good evening and welcome to the final hour. I'm Brock Hoffpower. Our top story, it's the end of the world as we know it for real this time. I feel fine. I am interviewing a Sunday school teacher from Kentucky who claims the end of the world has already happened. My guest tonight, Graham Hickey, has become an internet sensation with over 600 million views on YouTube. Graham, welcome to the hour. So Graham, what exactly happened? Has the world ended and most of us missed it?
Thank you, Brock. First, may I stand there in our interview? I have a message to bring to them people. Now, I know many people thought they was going to be caught up in a rapture in clouds of glory before God treads the grapes in the fierceness of his wrath. But I am here to tell them people they've been sorely deceived, and Christ has already come back for his bride. The marriage supper of the Lamb is over as a testimony against the fornicators, them wicked people doing them filthy things. You got them men putting them nasty things in them little boys behind. Ooh, them women, they want to go to church on Sunday, but they playing in the bed.
But doesn't the Bible say no man knows the day or the hour? How do you respond to many Christians who say you're earning millions on a publicity stunt?
No doubt the brethren have fornicated with the great whore Babylon and morphed into vampire.
Wow. No. Vampires and apocalypses. I guess you can't have one without the other. Do you care to share out what sort of data you're using and come up with these theories?
I've done a number of calculations using biblical algorithms, and I was amazed to discover the world ended in 1865.
If the world ended in 1865, why are we still here? Why is life going on?
That assumes you're still alive, but you've been dead over 200 years. America's been spiritually dead ever since the Civil War ended. After the Civil War, America was still divided. God separated the sheep from the goats in a field of blood called Gettysburg. And that's when Christ snatched the sheep from out the wolf's mouth and threw the wolf a toy, casting the children of the devil into hologram programs, a pageant of perversion. And all the while, man's breath passes through a quiet slumber of confusion, and God has given them strong delusions so that they may believe a lie. This world, you see, is more like what the Catholic beast calls purgatory.
And we're all working our way to get back to heaven.
Well, what's happening now is everyone has unfinished business. We gotta gather all the people who's closest to us, whose destinies converge with our own, meet them in a church building so the light of Christ can shine through the window and we can move on. We have to go back.
This sounds exactly like the series finale of Lost.
The words of my testimony are bound. Are you, Brock, like the heathen, gonna add or take away from the words of my testimony?
I'm not trying to add or take away anything. I'm just trying to get a simple answer.
There's no mystery. Babylon will rise and has already grown fat like a golden calf. The vampire brothers will feed on the great whore.
Okay, I'm going to come back to your first claim. How did you first discover this? Could you describe the event?
I was sitting in my chair after I put my children to sleep, and the ceiling unfurled above me. God's mighty angel descended out of the ceiling, and holding in his brazen arms a pair of 3D binoculars. I took the binocular, opened up the book, and I was granted superpowers to decipher the hidden code in the Bible.
Well, I must admit, that does sound pretty cool. Excuse me, we're going to have to interrupt our conversation.
Come on, we're gonna get this story.
To bring you even more breaking news. Swarms of locusts have invaded the earth, rising up from a bottomless pit and filling the sky with the smoke of their torment. Our field correspondent, Britton Gooper, is standing on the brink.
It's the biggest story of the millennium. Come, you following me? Good. Take a look at that. Oh, isn't that bloody gorgeous? Oh, it's so disastrous. It's decaying matter. Good evening, I'm standing on the brink. Earlier today, the vapor formed after the locusts attacked the space-time continuum, dissolving our fragile biosphere with liquid from their anus. Our sources tell us the US military captured the locust king, Apollyon Omegadeath, and pictures of his husk are being kept by the Pentagon. We are unable to show you these pictures because the images are extremely graphic, borderline disgusting, and may incite other locust swarms around the world to completely devour the fabric
fabric of the universe. Excuse me, I'm getting breaking news from inside the insectoid castle. We're getting a transmission from the Locust King, Apollyon Omegadeth.
Unbrave primates. What your pathetic clown people have captured is what remains of my molten husk from my Wolfhawk stage. I am so alive and poised for your extinction. The counterattack for this insult shall overshadow your ineffective aggression. Witness the end of your bodily functions. Sugar and water. You have three choices for your doom, nipple feeders. 1. I dissolve the ozone layer with my minions' cloaca glue. 2. We rub you down with our mighty thoraxes. 3. We air reruns of Full House forever. Only the worst episodes. Please tweet your responses at #OverlordAbaddon. You have 3 seconds to comply. Only 44 tweets. For your folly, Full House it is. And all episodes will be in 3D.
My God, I hope they dissolve the ozone layer with their assholes. But seriously, is this the way the world ends? A bad Full House rerun? I'd rather vampires.
As mean as you ever seen.